that song, it's been an idea of Christian that he's had since I think the mid-90s or something. I actually remember working on it with the Mercury lineup before they left at the time, and it's always been a really strong idea.
Yeah.
That stuck at least with me for all the years. It just keeps popping up in the head from time to another.
That's when you know it's a really strong idea, when it stays with you for 20 years, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And nice of Christian to lend us, or that we could try to use it for a song and build something up from it. Yeah.
And the idea itself, the riff, is just exactly what you hear in the opening of Vigil now. That is the idea that was there back then. Me and Christian even worked on it with this like semi-acoustic project that we had. At the time we were working on this idea of using Norwegian poets and using their poems for music. So I was working on this idea for a long time with a specific poem from Gunvor Hofmo, which is perhaps the saddest poem ever written. But we didn't quite get it right. We could never figure out where to move from that riff. But this idea has kind of like been haunting us, me and BP especially, for all these years, because this is a brilliant idea, but we just don't know what the hell to do with it.
Some songs are harder to finish than others, and like the song Vigil. One of the first rehearsals we had while we were focusing on this project, we did two parts of the song, mainly for focusing on the first one. And luckily we recorded it, and then we forgot about it until much later on in the process. Then suddenly BP came on one rehearsal with the takes, and he said, "Hey, listen to this. This actually sounds really good," and it was really good. And the second part actually ended up being very similar to the chorus of the song. And what's really important in a song like this is kind of the emotion. And when I heard the recording of the first time we played this, Agnete was spot on with the melody, and you can kind of hear the sound in her voice, and yeah, it was there from the get-go. So I'm really glad we took care of that, and that we're so kind of focused on performance and sound. I think it turned out really well.
Yeah, technology rolling 1, 2, 3. Anders, what happened?
I have this nice kill switch.
Yeah.
I can just do this.
It's an amazing button. It's very helpful when recording.
Yes, this is very good if you actually were Tom Morello. Yeah.
Hmm? Yeah, you use this. Yeah. Okay.
The vocals for it are really, really difficult. There's something about... It's not like the high notes and the technical stuff that is difficult to sing. It's the bits and pieces where you kind of like have to put your soul very naked and undisguised into the singing. Because you can't really control your voice, because you will hear it.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of like put the technicality and the skill away to the side somehow and just let it flow. So it's really, really difficult to sing, I think. But I also think it turned out one of my favorite Matter songs ever.
Yeah.
I think it's
Same
beautiful.
for me. Yeah. That was kind of like we had this the opening riff that is Christian, did, and then but didn't we like
We
make the rest at rehearsal
together.
pretty much
Yeah,
jam
pretty much.
session kind of.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
And we actually did it in 2 times.
Yeah,
And,
and we found something we made
yeah,
and
the
had
first
forgotten.
time. Yeah, we have
And
the last part, and we
Yeah.
heard on a rehearsal recording this
Yeah.
whole part, and like, how did we forget that?
so that was like
So-
the final. We put that. Let's put that back
Back
in,
into the
and
song.
then it became complete. The song.
And so I think this was one of the times where really, I think the best of Madame Mortem sort of comes out when we do these
Yeah.
songs that we do in the rehearsal room. That we kind of like just, these instances where we can have an idea and just jam it out together.
Hello, Many Hats producer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, nice guitar.
Yes.
Yeah, the song Vigil stands out to me. I love the sound and the arrangement. When I got to hear with the lyrics, I had to cry. It really moved me at that point, especially. Lynette has an incredibly good voice. She sings with real passion, and I think it shines through. You could tell that she cares, and yeah, the lyric is very good.
I said, I think I said to somebody that it's amazing and a little bit heartbreaking. I think it's a pretty good description.
Quite accurate.
It's a killer ending, that is.